You are tuned into the philosophy expand to build upon your creativity, imagination, and innovation. Everything is created twice. First in the mind, then it becomes reality. Wherever the mind of man can conceive and believe it can achieve. So you go out there day after day to do work. The confidence, put yourself out there boldly, authentically, even though the success, the creation has not arrived just yet. But you know that the richest place on earth, the richest real estate on earth is the graveyard where dreams and goals and everything else die along with you because you did not embody the person to make things happen. But you know what? Instead of waiting for things to happen, because that's going to change, instead of waiting for things to happen, we go out there and make things happen. This is the method, the philosophy, podcast, soon to be book, and everything else known as Create Like a God. This is your man, Jaron Mitchell, aka Jaron Winning Mitchell, because I am a winner. You are a winner as well because you're listening to the Create Like a God podcast. Also, shout out to Dre Bald when you ever see this, man, because, you know, work on your game. If it wasn't for work on your game, his podcast will not exist. Part of it, you know. Also, Napoleon Hill, rest in peace. Napoleon Hill died in 1970. Think and Grow Rich, Laws of Success. The book Outwitting the Devil is a big inspiration of creating this podcast, Create Like a God. Today's episode is a remix. It might be a couple episodes you see. I don't know when, how I'm going to organize and all these episodes and everything. The next couple episodes, they're going to be remixes, okay? I have not really listened to some of the old stuff that I actually decided, you know what? I'm just going to start actually recording because some of this stuff used to be called Stay Creative when I first launched my podcast, Stay Creative. Now it's known as Create Like a God. So what I decided to do, as you can see, I'm on YouTube right now. If you go on YouTube, if you see this on YouTube, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, you know, give your man's the HBO special, which is to help a brother out. You know, hit that subscribe, like the video, leave a comment below at the end, wherever you see this video, whatever you disagree, you agree, whatever it is. If you're on listening to the podcast feed, okay, make sure you give your man's a 5-star rating in review or whatever stars you can get so that you can upgrade. So, hey, you're going to give me some stuff. Make sure it's good constructive criticism. Okay. If it's 1 4-star or whatever, don't bash me or anything like that. Okay. That's not going to help me. That's not going to help my podcast. I only got like person that gave me 1 star. Oh man, he's just repurposing books, repurposing content. The show just stop podcasting. Hey, I'm not going to stop. The show don't stop. You know, lately, I can say last couple of years, I've been going through some stuff, but you know what? It's cool. It's all my fault. I should have kept on going. I had it, man. But you know what? It's all good. Your man's is here. So make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well, the follow button, or wherever you're listening to. Leave your man's a 5-star rating and review. And go ahead, go do vice versa. If you're on YouTube, make sure you go ahead and go subscribe to the podcast. And if you're on podcast, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. It is Jaron Mitchell. At this point, I got 78 subscribers. The year of 2022, I would like to get. Let's get to 100,000. Okay, it's a big goal. Don't even know, but help a brother out. Give your man's the HBO special. Today's topic is a remix episode. Which next couple episodes may be that, which is how to be original. Okay, this was the second episode I done on the Create Like a God podcast. Well, at that time known as Stay Creative Podcast. The reason why I did this, how to be original. Okay, here's one thing I have not said. I don't know if I said anything like that on that podcast. I haven't really listened to it. I'm going ahead and doing some stuff again with that. I still got the notes and everything from here. Okay, so let's look before I go ahead and get to these points or get to the first point. I did this because there's a lot of people I understand are reading still like an artist. I don't know what happened to it. I had the book. I don't know what happened to it, but it probably got lost somewhere. But still like an artist, okay. And it talks about, you know, nothing is truly original. Okay, but how do you be original? Okay, the first thing, how to be original, which is no one can be a copy of you. You know that, right? No one can be a copy of you, right? No one cannot be you. You, first of all, you are your one original. Okay, your parents, your DNA came together. You became you. Okay, we are all unique. Every single human being on this planet is unique. We got our own brain, our own certified DNA, and everything like that. Our own brain that's different from everybody else. Hey, man, like we're already original. Us as human beings, we're original already. Okay, be your authentic self. Be your true, original, authentic self. Don't try to be other people. No one cannot be a copy of you, first of all. Okay, that's inside of personal development. But me at that time with the podcast is more towards artists. art, going towards artists and art people, or anybody that know with the art world. This can also work in business and stuff as well. Creative people in general, creativity, imagination, innovation, how to be original. First of all, how to be original, which is not one of my points, but is to be yourself. To be your true authentic self is to be yourself. No one cannot, you don't want to die being copy. You don't want to die trying to be somebody else. I mentioned this before. I can't be, which let me see if I can get on the camera right here. I can't be Dre Ballman. I can't be Grant. I cannot be Grant Cardone. Okay. I can be Jaren. I can be the best Jaren I can be. I ain't looking to be no Grant. I ain't looking to be a Dre. I'm looking to be the best version of me and be the best Jaren Mitchell that I can be. So what is the best version of the best original that you can be yourself? Okay, me coming up with this episode, I believe at the time was more of me, like, how understanding this is how you can be original. Okay, this is how you can be original, where I can get inspiration from Dre. I can get inspiration from Grant, and I choose that. I choose to get inspiration from that. I can get inspiration from this book I've been reading lately, which I'm going to do an episode on this, the 7 spiritual laws of success. Okay. I've been reading that lately. I choose, when you pick up the book, you choose to get inspiration. When you listen to this podcast, you choose to be inspired, because you're looking, it's something, maybe there's something that I'm talking about, something that you like, I'm talking about, that's helping you for some reason, not some reason, but that's helping you, that because something about me that I inspire you. And I'm grateful for that. Being original is being yourself. How you can be yourself. Okay. Being you, being authentic you. Okay. Being yourself, but also looking to grow and be a better self be a better version of yourself. But me going back to how to be original is more with creativity, how to get people create. I mean, more with the creativity, because people say, oh, originality, this is more with like doing the art stuff. Okay. Let me go back to the art stuff. We're going to art, the creative stuff. Like, oh yeah, get somebody, oh yeah, man, I want to do something original. I don't want to be something that never been done before. I want to make a book, but oh, you know what? Everybody does angels. Everybody done vampires and this and that already. Hey man, you can still do it, but the story that you tell can be in your own original flavor. Okay, you getting all this stuff that you're stealing from, like, still the book, still like an artist. You get all this stuff, you stealing it, you remix it, you over here spicing things, getting all the little ingredients. You got the little pot, you get the ingredients where everything that you grab and you stealing. You're like, oh yeah, I'm about to steal that. Oh yeah, I'm about to steal that. Ooh, I'm about to steal that. And what happens is when you steal something, you get so many stuff, inspirations from somebody, some other things. It becomes your own. It becomes your own originality. It becomes your own. That's how you be original. Okay. You grab so much inspiration, you grab some stuff you're going to steal, you mix it up in the pot. And guess what? Becomes a new type of thing, ingredients. Okay. It only maybe people that watch the stuff can be able to recognize some certain things. Some people won't be able to do that. But if you do it good enough where you're able to take from all these other stuff and mix it up together, and actually mix it up together, which I do say my sources and everything, but mix everything together and come out and like start producing, putting content out, or even with business and everything like that, you become original. Okay. That's how you truly be original. But what is the definition of original? Okay. So let's go ahead. This is the first point. Well, let's go ahead and get to, let me see. Is this the first point? Actually, it is. Oh, shoot. I didn't even put point number 1, but original point. Okay. Original point, which the definition of original. Okay. Presents or existing from the beginning, first or earliest. Okay. So you got, we're here, synonyms, indigenous, native, originals, and much more of the synonyms I got here, right here. Create, second definition, create directly, personally, by a particular artist, not a copy or imitation. Okay. First, earliest, and more. Okay. You're not a copy. Okay. Now it said copy or imitation. Notice that. Okay. That was adjective. Here's a noun definition. Something serving as a model or a basis for imitations or copies. Okay, as of this, like, there's many, like, you got some of the like stuff for Think and Grow Rich. Okay, there's a lot of people that grab from that book. I'll definitely grab from that book. Okay, that is the original source. Most of this stuff is original from from Napoleon Hill and Dre Baldwin or some other stuff that I read. That's why I give it stuff so you guys can go out and read for yourself. And there's some other ideas which I'm gonna be talking about today, which is I win the 7 deadly sins. There's gonna be an episode on that. Okay, but next definition that's now exist or unusual person. Okay, individual. Okay, that was a synonym right there. Free spirit, maverick. Okay, unusual. Okay, and let's go ahead. I believe that was Google's. I'm not sure if that was Google's. Okay. More definitions I got. The ability to think independently, and creatively. The quality of being a novel or useless or unuseful. I can't pronounce that word. I'm not able to pronounce this word at this moment. Okay, those are Google's dictionary.com. The quality or a state of being original. See right here. The quality or a state of being original. A state. It's a state of being. A state of being original. Being yourself. Okay. The ability to think, express oneself in an independent and individual manner. Creative ability. Okay. 3, freshness and novelty as of an idea, method, or performance. Okay, these are the first point I got right here, but these are the definitions I'm here to give you guys. Okay, look at these. You can go ahead and look these up, man. I looked them up on the internet. Okay, definition. You got to know the definition. Know the definition of what original means, and they got different definitions. I do like the one from dictionary.com, which is the quality of state of being. Okay, the ability from, I think right here from Google, which is the ability to think independently and creatively. Okay. Think independently and creatively. What is coming onto your page? What inspires you? Okay, what you want to put. But yeah, as in then right here, as a from the state or existing or being, or the first of earliest. Okay, these are the novice, not the novice, the indigenous, the natives. You know, these are people that being original. That those are originals where it start. Okay, iPhone and all that. That is you could say that is original product. Okay, I think it is original product. But however, all the stuff was already invented from existing things. But the first thing that'd be like, or the iPad, you could say, hey man, I got an iPad. You know, this iPhone right here, you can see this iPhone, you know, you may say, hey, it separates Mac and all that, separates themselves from the others. Everything is creative, but software different from the others. Okay, let's go ahead and get to point number 2, today's topic, which is how to be original. First of all, which this might be contradicting everything, is there is no such thing as being original. Maybe like, hey, Jen, you just said some stuff in the past. You just say this because here's why. Here's why. Nothing is truly original. Okay, I'll just say that. The writers John Lennon has said that when the people call something original, 9 times out of 10, they just don't know the reference or the original source involved. Okay, the original source involved. So, for instance, maybe I can create something, think it's original, but all times there's original. It happens, you know. I know there happens. Like, oh man, you know, there's some people be like, hey, I had this idea for Uber. Hey man, but you had the idea. You're not the original. Maybe you're the original person. Who knows? Maybe a whole bunch of people had the thought of Uber. But guess what? It took that person to make action. He became the original. Uber, for instance. I don't remember the guy's name from Uber. I don't know his name. The dude who started from Uber. Hey, original, or the team or whatever, original guy. Okay, original started from Uber. Okay, some people like, I had the idea for the Uber. Some people, hey, I had the idea for the microwave. But hey, man, you didn't produce it. You didn't make it into reality. It went right to the ether. And somebody else grabbed it from the ether and they took action. They took boldness. They took courageous action to make themselves look bad, to make them get where they at now, whatever, with the microwave and even with Uber, $1 billion company right now. Okay, Uber, Amazon, all that. Oh, I had this idea, man. Hey, ideas are worthless. I think I have an episode on it. Ideas are worthless unless you do not take actions. Okay, but me going back with that, this is all from Still Like an Artist as well. There's nothing true. There is no such thing as being original. Okay, no such thing as being original, as in the creative side. But no such thing as being original. Let me say this again. Okay, quotes from Still Like an Artist. Nothing is original. Steal from everywhere. Oh, this is actually John Linton. This is a quote from Jim. From Jim. I don't remember I don't know how to pronounce his last name at this moment. Maybe listen to my old podcast episode. Nothing is original. Steal from anywhere and resonate with inspiration to fuel your imagination. Devour old films, new films, music, books, paintings, photography, poems, dreams, random conversation, agriculture, bridges, street signs, clouds, bodies of water, light and shadow. Select one thing to steal from and speak directly to your soul. If you do this, your work in theft, your work in theft will be authentic. Authenticity is inavailable. Okay, man, I'm not able to pronounce that word. Originally and non-existent, and do not bother concealing your thievery. Celebrate it and feel like it. At any case, always remember what Jean LeQueen Gordon says. It's not where you take things from, it's where you take them to. Okay, and I just talked about this on the first point, which the first point actually should be authenticity. I talked about this before with my first point, which is being your true self, your authentic self. Okay, that is the first original person, which you already, no such thing is original. There's no such thing as being original, but there is such thing as being original, because that's the one thing that can be original is being your authentic self. Okay, there's one thing that can be original is your authentic self. So you go ahead and grab everything that resonates with you. Grab whatever it is that spirit, these books and how I formed Create Like a God and everything. That's how I formed it, man. Like, you grab all this stuff, okay? You grab all of it, don't bother conceal it. I'm not concealing nothing. Hey, man, yeah, I stole stuff from Think and Go Rich. Yeah, I stole stuff from Dre. I still give them credit though, because I love these guys, man. Like, I love Dre. I listen to Dre's stuff. I love Napoleon Hill's work. I love his work. And you know what? Hey, but this stuff experience, I give them credit actually. Hey, Napoleon Hill's dead. Grant and Dre they're like there's a lot of other people that inspire me. But I grab all this inspiration, I steal all of it, then I go ahead and grab it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna go ahead and put that there. I'm put it, and I mix it up, and it becomes my own, becomes my authenticity, becomes my own originality that never existed, non-existing, because I'm the one that grabbed all this stuff that inspired, grabbed all this imagination or ideas from the ether, and came up with ideas, whatever I talk to, or whatever it is, whatever I got for inspiration, and start stealing it from it and start spicing it up and made it my own originality, my own spice of original, which that's what it comes from. Let's go ahead and get to point number 2, which is today's top. No, point number 3. I'm sorry. Today's top, which is how to be original, which is point number 3. What is originality? Undetected plagiarism. Okay. William Rolfe Ignan. Okay. And like I said this before, okay, what is originality? Undetected plagiarism. It's undetected. That's what I mentioned earlier. Like, you grab all this stuff, you grab all these things that you're inspired by, you grab them all, and you started like spicing it up. Maybe some people will ever recognize it, but some people won't be able to recognize you. If it's undetected plagiarism, you grab all this stuff and you worked at it like, oh shit, like, okay. Hey, this is original. No, it's not really. It's just grabbing all this stuff. Okay, nothing is truly original. But what is originality? Undetected plagiarism. This is more of the creative side. Okay, here's the thing. I can grab some inspirations, steal some stuff from Dre Baldwin, steal some stuff from Grant. Okay, and some and Napoleon Hill stuff, mix it up together and create something that's unique in my own. Because it's my own imagination. And right here, there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new. Even Dre, he got some stuff that Napoleon Hill, some other stuff. He probably done the same thing, you know, and had it his idea that helped his points, what his philosophy is, and this is doing the same thing with me. Okay, who knows? Grant as well. Okay, that's all the stuff he been learning, all the communicating 30 years of knowledge. That's why he came of a billionaire, and he was done what he done within 90 days within business if he lost it all. And he done it. Okay. And there's nothing true. There's nothing, you know, there's nothing new under the sun. And right here, the thing, let me see, the thing that hath been, in which shall be, in which is done, is what which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Okay, that's from the Bible. Okay, and let me see. This is a quote by David Brownlee. Okay, the only art I study is from that I can steal from. Hey, Dre Baldwin, Grant, Napoleon Hill. Hey, inspiration, create like a god, my philosophy, everything that's going on. Yeah, I give it right now. Hey, yeah, I'm still in their stuff, but I also give them credit because I love them dudes. Without them, this podcast wouldn't be where it's at. I want to be able to get where I'm at and get me through some stuff that I've been going through, and also with some other people. Okay, so how to be original with this point number 3 is undetected plagiarism. Go ahead and mix all the recipes, grab other people's stuff, mix it up with your stuff, and use your imagination to make it unique in your own. Okay. Point number 4, today's topic, which is how to be original. Okay. Point number 4 is the basic elements of creativity, which is copy, transform, and combine, which is remix. Okay. Remix. What is a remix? Mix something again. That's the definition of a remix. Mix something again. Mix something again. This is what I've been saying. So everything we've been doing is a remix. Even this Create Like a Guy's a remix. Most of the stuff that we talk about is a remix. Because guess what? Even though this podcast is a remix, because I'm talking about old stuff, I'm bringing in to my current moment in 2022 at this moment. Everything is a remix. This podcast, Create Like a Guy, remix. Grant Cardone stuff, remix. Dre Baldwin stuff, remix, but their own originality, their own expertise, and their own stuff with their own imagination, creativity, able to innovate something to make it even better. Okay, that's how I see it. It's a remix. It's all a remix. You copy, transform, and combine. Those are the 3 elements, and that's from Everything is a Remix. I mentioned that on Nothing is Truly Original, also in that remix as well. Nothing is truly original. The 3 basics copy, the 3 basic elements of creativity and how to be original, how to make something unique of your own is copy, transform, and combine. Okay, I can even grab, you could say, I got my authenticity. I can't be Grant. I can't be Dre. I can't be these other people that's very big. I could just be myself. I could be my own. I could be myself, but I can also grab things from these other people. I can grab confidence. Okay, I can grab discipline. I can grab charisma. I can grab enthusiasm. Okay, I can grab there's another word, I can't think of it right now. It starts with an O, not opportunist, but optimism. There we go, optimism. Okay, I can grab those little traits, something that can be duplicatable. Okay, if you learn of business and everything, they talk about duplication, that everyone can do it. There's some things that I could duplicate, but some things that I can't duplicate because somebody else is their unique, their own authenticity. I cannot duplicate. We cannot duplicate somebody's own authenticity. We can't do that. We can't duplicate that. We can't duplicate their originality of being the best them. We could be the best. You could be the best Jaren. You could be the best. I could be the best Jaren. You could be the best you, whoever's listening to this. Okay. Copy, transform, and combine. You can grab all these traits, all these certain stuff, combine it, and make unique into your own being your own being. Okay. We're going on with personal development. Okay. That's going to personal development side, but the creative imagination side and all the other stuff, copy, transform, and combine. What you could do is you could see some things. I could see some other things and be able to okay, I can copy certain things, I transform into my stuff and combine, and boom, you got Create Like a Guy podcast right here. out what you got from what book? From Think and Grow Rich, all the books I listen to, which is all, listen to and read, Dre Baldwin stuff, Grant Cardone stuff, Gary V stuff. Well, lately, Gary V mostly right now is more with NFTs and everything like that. I think he has social media and everything, but all the other stuff. Let's go ahead and recap today's topic, which is how to be original. This is the remix. So I talked about earlier, which is being authentic to yourself, being authentic. Okay, you're your own original source. No one cannot truly, you can be original. No one cannot be you. You don't want to be a copy. You don't want to be a copy of somebody else. You don't want to leave your authenticity right there in the graveyard that die along with you. Be your true original self, be your authentic self. And let's go ahead and in that way, also what we're doing with the creative side, grab all the stuff to be original is to basically grab all the stuff that's inspired by and start mixing the pot up in your own recipe and everything like that, which going with the definition of originality. Present a existing or from a being or early existence, beginning or from early existence, created directly or personal by a particular artist, not a copy or imitation. Okay, like such as a original, not a print, but original piece of painting. Okay, something serving as a model, a basis of an imitation or a copy, exotic or unusual person. Okay, Google's definition of original: the ability to think independently and creatively, the quality of being not novel or unusual. Okay. Dictionary.com, the quality, a state of being original, ability to think, express oneself in an independent or individual manner, creative ability. Third definition from that is freshness, a novelist as a presented point of performance. Point number 2, there is no such thing as being original. Yes, I said there's no you can only be original but there's no such thing as being original. The reason why, because no one knows the original source. The writer John Letheme has said that when people call something original, 9 times out of 10 they just don't know the reference of original, the original source involved. Quote, end quote. Another quote: nothing is truly by Jim. Okay, nothing is truly original. Steal from everywhere it resonates with the inspiration of a fuel your imagination. Devour old films, new movies, music, books, paintings, photographies, poems, dreams, random conversation, agriculture, bridges, street signs, streets, clouds, bodies of water, light and shadow. Select the things that steal that steal from that speaks directly to your soul. If you do this, your work and theft will be authentic. Authenticity is invaluable. Originality is non-existent, and don't bother concealing your thievery. Celebrate it if you feel like it. In any case, always remember that John Luke Gordon said, it's not where you take things from, it's where you take things to. John Dermosks, which I probably pronounced his name, in quotes. Okay. Third point. Third point is, what is originality? Undetected plagiarism. There is nothing new under the sun. The only art you ever study is the stuff you can steal from. Study the stuff you can steal from. The only art that inspires you is you can steal from, and leads to point number 4, which is the basic elements of creativity, is copy, transform, and combine, because everything is a remix. Something remix. Every single thing is everything is a remix. And when you everything and combine and transform everything, it would come to your own originality and your own originality. And that's how you will be. That's how you will be original. All right. Po folks is now where we're at. It's where we come from. Always create like a god. Make sure you go ahead and click that link, hit that subscribe button, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, give your man's HBO special. Same thing to you on the podcast feed. Make sure you go ahead, follow this podcast, subscribe to the podcast, leave your man's a 5-star rating, and review. Let me say this again. Po folks is not where we at, it's where we come from. Always, always create like a god. JaronMitchell.com.